Hey guys, welcome to Boulder, Colorado. Welcome to Cybertruck 1. I just want to do a little quick video here, give you guys an update what's going on. Still sitting back here waiting for a VIN number, although little birdies have told me that Colorado should be getting some type of allotted some amount of vehicles in the not too distant future. So I think I am hopefully in the top 5 or 10 with the low pre-order number. But anyway, the reason for my video today is to talk about, I want people to join up here because I think we're going to be doing some really exciting things. But I also think I bring a very different perspective. I'm noticing this on all the YouTube videos that there are, and nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with influencers or the California vibe of Tesla lovers. But I'm seeing that the big missing section of videos are guys who actually own pickup trucks, who have actually done things, who have some experience. I mean, there's a few, but for the most part, you're just dealing with influencers and people who think it's really cool to drive around in and you know, make it look really fancy and nice. And trust me, that's cool, and I like that too, and I will, you know, drive it around town. But I was a firefighter, I owned a construction company, owned a solar company, owned multiple pickup trucks, own a F450 now with a badass, humongous camper on it. Speaking of which, that's the main drive of this channel. It's going to be is this truck camper. We're going to be building, hopefully, the first truck camper in the whole world on a Cybertruck. But one key feature, I mean, it's going to have a kitchen and a bathroom and like typical things. Hopefully, you'll be able to do anything. But one thing that we are implementing into this truck is solar. You know, it's going to have its own system, right? So the camper itself could be dropped off and left anywhere, and it will be, excuse me, it'll be capable of managing on its own with solar on the roof and battery system and everything else. But where I think this is going to be groundbreaking is if you're familiar with an Aptera car. An Aptera, actually I have 2 of those coming, and I'm an early investor in that company. But an Aptera essentially has the solar system, and because its coefficient of drag is so good that it can basically gain 30 or 40 miles a day on just charging by the sun. So you essentially don't have to, if you're doing less than 30 miles a day, 40 miles a day, you never have to charge. Now, not suggesting for 1 millisecond that that's what we're gonna have here with the Cybertruck at all. But we all know the Achilles heel of EVs, particularly campers or pickup trucks that are going up in the mountains, driving in the cold, doing things like that, driving fast, is that range is going to be greatly reduced. Anyway, our thought is to, not our thought, our plan is going to be putting enough solar on this truck, on the roof, maybe on an awning, maybe with some ground mount solar, something. Sorry about the car traffic here, but have enough solar on this vehicle where we can actually charge back to the car. And this will be charged back to the Cybertruck. So essentially, if you're up in the mountains, you're at Burning Man, you're down south, you're in the desert, you're sitting somewhere for a short period of time, you'll be able to gain, we don't know yet, is it 10 miles, is it 20 miles? But to a point where if you're staged for a little while, you'll be able to gain range, just like an Aptera car was. Furthermore, the battery systems we plan on putting on, we're hoping to have at least 10 kilowatt hours, not 10 or not 100 amp hours, 10 kilowatt hours. This will give us the ability to even charge back with the battery system that's on the camper. Again, this is all in its infancy. Please follow along. But we're also going to do things. We're going to do a bunch of accessories. We're going to do a lot of myth busting. I'll give you, for instance, see this street right here? Mapleton Ave. We're gonna do, this is probably the steepest road in town. Now we're gonna go up into the mountains and try out some of the steepest roads in the country. But for now, you know, people say it doesn't work in the snow. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna do a little test, and we're gonna see if it can get up there, if it can do your day-to-day things. Because listen, let's face it, people buy these vehicles sort of like an earthworm or camper, if you're familiar with those. People spend millions and millions of dollars and buy these vehicles, and then all they do is drive them around town and go to the mall. So I'm not expecting the Cybertruck to break the world record for Moab off-roading, but it should be able to do everything I needed to do on a regular basis, plus get me in the mountains and do things. Again, it doesn't have to be the best, but what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do, is that we're going to be honest. If something, I don't have an axe to grind. So if we take it up on the snow on that hill right there and it doesn't do a good job, we'll admit it. If it needs diff lockers, if we have to wait, we'll do that as well. But we're gonna play it straight, and we're not gonna, we have no agenda. So if it works out great and it's the best technology out there, we're gonna share that. If it needs a little bit of improvement, or it's not all what it's cracked up to be, we'll admit that as well. And let's keep in mind, you know, every truck, every vehicle, every camper, there's no such thing as the perfect vehicle or the perfect camper. Every one of them will have its own abilities and ups and downs. So anyway, talked a little longer than I thought I was gonna do. Hope you're enjoying the snow. I sure am. And we'll catch you at the next one. And like I said, please join the channel, follow along. As soon as we get the truck, we're gonna get on it.